what's real disrespect to a player? You know what I'm saying? What's real issues? And I wrote some down here in recent news. Obviously, we know about Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a person who I love everything that he does, from the fashion, obviously, and, the passion that he plays with. Now, one thing that being an athlete, you always are warranted by understanding you play in front of tens and thousands of people, or you are televised for millions to kind of see. So those things go into mind as you're preparing for your sport, off-season, training, preparation for a specific game or whatever. And that's fine, that's cool. We've all seen the interactions that, the Michael Jordans have had, the Reggie Millers, Scottie Pippen, versus, Spike Lee at Madison Square Garden. Those issues, I'm fine with that, and I'm cool with that. What I'm not cool with is when a fan takes it a little too far. What's too far, you may ask, is when you say something demonizing or disrespectful that you won't normally say to that person in public. When you're at the grocery store, when you're at the coffee shop, when you're at a restaurant, when you're at these places where we are normal then. And there should be the level of understanding of normacy when you're at these games. No matter if you're LeBron James, Tom Brady, Russell Westbrook, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, or who knows, Kawhi Leonard, you should always respect that person for who they are and respect what they do, whether you're a fan of them or not. Now, there's a difference between saying, Cam, you suck. I'm cool with that, right? I would probably, respond, so does your mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's competitive banter going back and forth with you and a fan, right? And I've had the likings of being addressed in many different ways and facets. I remember when I first came into the NFL, I was getting a lot of pushback with the towel over my head. Oh, Cam's sulking. Oh, he's a sore loser. Oh, he needs to learn, how to respect the game and understand certain things. But to say that on one hand is also to respect and understand on one front that say, okay, that's that, but also to agree to disagree that you could say, that's just Cam being Cam. Now when I look around the league, I see a lot of people putting towels over their heads, not getting scrutinized like I did. And I'm not expecting, no title or no trophy for starting a trend, but I'm just using that as an example to get into my topic. Now, going back to my examples in recent news where we've had issues with real players being confronted by fans in a very disrespectful manner. And I think the NBA, the MLB, the NFL should take notice to it because enough is enough. And I don't care if it's a person paying top dollar for their seat to have front row seats or quote unquote courtside seats, or a person that's in the damn nosebleeds. Because truth be told, I think I speak for a lot of players when they want to say or they want to do, and the reality of it will be, man, I will beat your damn ass. Like, real talk. And I don't care who's stopping us. I don't care where we are. What you're saying to me is uncalled for. One of the examples that I have is Quentin Jefferson from the Seattle Seahawks that happened a couple years ago. And here he was leaving the field because he was ejected. And a fan may have said something to him. It caught his attention because it stopped his walk off the field, and it got his attention. And he proceeded to kind of go and ask in an aggressive manner, like, hold on, wait, what just happened? Fast forward to what transpired from that was fans actually throwing beer or throwing what seems to be beer at him. And I'm like, bruh, are we athletes or are we animals? Because in a lot of ways, we do feel and get treated like an animal. Now, somebody who may be watching this may say, you don't get paid like no animal. Yeah, that's understood. But I will say this. You don't see LeBron James going into your day-to-day job as a teacher, as a lawyer in your cubicle where you may be working and say, man, to hell with you and your son, I hope he gets into a car crash. You will find that highly defensive, and that's even worth being sued for, words that you may say. But if it happens, what makes you think that LeBron coming into your day-to-day job, and that's not okay, but you go to his everyday job, which is on the court for millions of people to see, and think that it's cool for you to say something outlandish about him and his family, or another athlete and their family, right? I think it's time for us to just realize, like, all right, am I taking it too far? Because just as that example is one, you have another example where Carmelo, playing in a couple months ago, and he stopped the game and called somebody out, for what they may have said. And this is what I hate the most. I love how when somebody gets called out, then they play the victim. Like, oh, I didn't say that. He said it. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like, nah, motherfucker, like you said the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because if you said that shit to me at Lowe's, Home Depot, I would beat your like I'm 6'7", I'm 6'9", I'm 6'10", I'm 6'6", I'm 6'4". Hell, I may just even be a kicker or a punter. Or I may just be a water boy. Or I just may be somebody who is a human being that doesn't deserve to have or doesn't deserve to be talked to in a manner that's disrespectful. And it's a difference between, hear me out, there's a difference between antagonizing somebody disrespectfully and antagonizing somebody, competitively. And there's a fine line. So if you say, oh, LeBron, you can't buy a bucket, that's funny, right? But, and I'm pretty sure he won't retaliate in a way. But when you say, hey, LeBron, your wife is da-da-da-da-da. It's like, whoa. Hold on. Wait, what you say? You feel me? And it's real people out there that talks extremely reckless at these games that they need to be held accountable, just like how players are held accountable. And a lot of times, players don't have opportunities to really vent and say or, come out of the closet to protect themselves, because I don't think the penalty for outlandish fans are strenuous enough to protect the players from that, if that makes sense. So if you were to say, all right, fan, if you say something or do something crazy and you get removed from a game, the penalty is you can never come to a game again. Really? When you know, and I both know, if you're a normal seat, it's impossible for somebody to kind of go about it like that, to really know. I got suspended for a game in 2006 and they said that I can never go to a game again. But here we are in 2022. Who knows? They done went through all type of different managers. They done went through all type of different coaches. They done went through all type of different personnels to keep an account of who's doing what and what's doing who, right?